60% of Albertans think they are second-class citizens. The top 10 reasons that Alberta doesn't fit in this Canada are to help understand why. Here we go. Number 10, geopolitics of oil. Oil is not a sunset industry. Consumption hit an all-new record high again this year. It's still a geopolitical tool. World oil can be powerful in the fight for human rights and dignity. Canada has no idea. Saudi Arabia scolds it. Russian aggression is disregarded. It doesn't think about using Alberta's oil to stop the bad guys. The US, however, would. Number 9. $28 billion is taken out of Alberta annually. Canada is made up of distinct provincial economies. The job of government is to take money from the economy and redirect it towards its priorities. The Canadian government takes $28 billion per year out of the Alberta economy and invests it into its priorities, other economies. 70% goes to central Canada. This is unprecedented in the world. No other nation draws from the hinterland to support the industrial heartland like Canada does. Alberta now needs that $28 billion per year to address its accusers. Take CO2 out of the system and take risk out of transportation. Number 8, Canada's free trade lie. Canada presents itself as a progressive, modern state open to the world and supportive of free and open borders. That's not true. Canada is a country of closed internal borders, vicious internal provincial rivalries, and jealous protectionism right out of the 19th century. Provinces act like sovereign states stopping pipelines, but claim to be a single nation when it comes to taking their portion of the $28 billion. In prairie vernacular, that is sucking and blowing at the same time. No internal free trade is a tax to Canadians of $160 billion per year. Number 7, Canada's third world federal structure. Canada is not a modern federated state with freedom and equality for all. It is more like Mexico than the United States. Mexico's federal system is based on empire and draws everything into Mexico City, making it huge. Canada's federal system is based on the 19th century colonial times and draws everything to the Toronto-Montreal corridor, making them all important. Where will your kids live in Toronto? Number 6, Canada's weird republican system. In 1982, Trudeau replaced Canada's British parliamentary system with American republicanism and made himself the sole new founding father. British collaborative politics were replaced with American-style adversarial politics. Then we added Canada's unique regionalism. He gave us less rights than we had before, and judicial supremacy to enforce his vision, effectively giving virtual veto rights to any small group that could demonstrate. Cleverly, industries in the political heartland, manufacturing, finance, and government services, are immune. The countryside, however, has become litigious, antagonistic, and moribund. Even third world countries get to vote on constitution. His change, however, was pushed down our throats, and it remains hard to swallow. Number 5, Alberta's different foundational mindset. The prairies were colonies of a colony. Unlike the other regions, they were never British colonies. They were colonies of the Canadas, upper and lower, who were fending off American expansionism and encirclement. There weren't, however, enough loyal Brits to fill the vast land, so they opened the doors to people from all over the world. Prairie settlers came to be free and have a say in their lives. The Canadas only understood loyalty. United Empire loyalists who fled the American Revolution and its crazy ideas of freedom and democracy supported that image. The federal government has never understood that Albertans to this day continue to seek liberty and respect. Number 4, Canada can't deliver what Albertans want from government. Canada's stated goal is peace, order, and good government. Albertans want freedom, equality, and real democracy. Albertans have actually seen 3 different Canadas. First, pre-referendum Canada, which was leaning towards accepting the West. Second, the tumultuous years of 1980 to 1995, where there was 2 referendums and serious economic shocks. And then, post-referendum Canada. It reverted to its colonial roots, where the political center made its colonies, the prairies, financially and politically subservient in order to keep the country together. Number 3, the left-right political divide doesn't always apply. Albertans can unite behind a populist cause and transcend the left-right political divide. Reform Party, Lougheed's PCs, Socrates' fight on the Depression, and United Farmers of Alberta all cared little about the left or right. They cared about what was best for the people. Albertans care about people being in control and working together. Government is to support them. Important economic and social issues are to be solved by the people empowered by the government, not direct government action. Canada's first principle is state incursion. Albertans often don't agree. Number 2, reset the Indigenous relationship. Canada conducts a relationship with Indigenous peoples from its 19th century colonial paternalistic mindset. That colonial mindset has kept Alberta's two communities separated by the old British trick of divide and conquer. Albertans can do better. Both communities want to shrug off colonial domination and find a human-based system to work together. We have more in common than we'd think. Albertans just need to do what they always do, find common cause, align interests, and go forward with respect. And number 1, the extraordinary nature of Albertans. Albertans are not separatists, and they certainly are not isolationists. But they will not stand by and do nothing when there's clearly something wrong. Albertans are uniquely willing and capable of crumpling up the old, throwing it away, and starting over with something new and better. They wish to be a force for good in the world. Albertans will address issues, seek compromises, and insist that their views be considered. It would be a mistake to assume that Albertans will do nothing. All of these points are further explored in the book, The Top 10 Reasons Alberta Doesn't Fit in This Canada. It looks at options and suggests an action plan that could be good for not just Albertans, but for all Canadians. For a free download of the book, go to albertadoesn'tfit.com.